New books you'll want to read and own are at our Scholastic Book Fair. You'll find more new books, the best and most popular books, and the most amazing stories. You'll find many new choices at your Scholastic Book Fair. Check it out.
My name is Michael O'Shaughnessy. I was born in Ireland, but my family and I have been living in Germany since before the war. You might think I feel like an outsider, but I've found a way to fit in. You see, I'm a full-fledged member of the Hitler Youth. I do all the right things. Burn books and play their cruel little games and praise the Fuhrer in flawless German, of course. But that is just a part I play. I am not one of them. I am a spy. And if I want to stay alive and help bring the Nazis down, no one can know my secret. Project 1065 at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Some things make you feel invisible, like parents, other people in general, particularly boys, and one specific boy. And some things make you wish you were invisible, like when the whole school finds out about your secret crush. You could melt into a puddle of slime, or you could stand up for yourself and let people see who you really are. If you've ever felt invisible or wish you were, this is the book for you. And if you're a fan of Raina Telgemeier, you'll definitely like this funny book about surviving middle school drama. Look for Invisible Emmy by Terry Liebenson at your Scholastic Book Fair.
What if a friend came into your life in the unlikeliest of places? On day 2 of a week-long race across the Gobi Desert, ultramarathon runner Dion Leonard was surprised by a small dog following him.
I didn't see any other animals during the race, which made it even more incredible and amazing that Gobi was already out there surviving. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw her and that she would run with me throughout the race.
No matter what challenges they faced, Gobi stayed by his side.
Gobi would never give up on me throughout the race, and during the race I would then start to not give up on her.
Their friendship became more important than winning the race, and Dion decided he would make Gobi part of his family. Just as Dion was making plans to bring her home to Scotland, the unthinkable happened. Gobi went missing. But he was determined to find her, even though it might take a miracle.
Gobi went missing in a city of 3 million people. I had to fly back from Edinburgh to China to find her. I set up a huge search party and volunteer team, and we scoured the streets looking for her.
With the help of strangers who searched day and night, Gobi was found.
It took a further 4 months for Gobi and I to actually make it from Beijing to Edinburgh in Scotland, where we live now. And she's loving it in there. She's living the dream. She's enjoying running around the mountains and the trails of Edinburgh. Finding Gobi was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but her finding me was also one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Look for Finding Gobi at your Scholastic Book Fair.
I've always loved to sing. Just not, in front of people. Yet somehow, I found myself in my school's a cappella group, the Nightingales. And it was fun at first. A lot of fun. Parties, music, practical jokes. But these days, our co-captains are at each other's throats. They used to be best friends, but then they fell for the same guy, Griffin Mancini, the lead singer of the Kingfishers and our main rivals. Enough said. I haven't given up. But if the Nightingales have any hope of winning, they're going to need me at my best. My pitch needs to be perfect. Turn it up at your Scholastic Book Fair.
When a plane crash strands 13-year-old Brian Robeson deep in the North Woods, he finds himself alone in a vast wilderness, exhausted, terrified, and hungry. Armed only with a hatchet, he must struggle with threats from nature and the painful family secret he carries. Lost in the wild for 54 days, can Brian find the determination and courage to survive? Hatchet, the classic story of survival.
Hi, my name is Corden Gorman. Wait, can I get a restart? Hi, my name is Gordon Corman, and I'm the author of Restart. What if the worst kid in a whole school got a total do-over on his life? That's Chase Ambrose. He's basically the big jerk. He's a bully, pushes people around. 90% of the kids in that school are terrified of Chase. And what happens is, he falls off his roof. He's got one of those sort of low sloping ones. Lands on his head. He's okay, but he loses his memory. Total amnesia. But in the case of a kid like Chase, when you forget everything, one of the things you forget is what a big jerk you are. So will he ultimately go back to the kind of jerk and bully that he was before? Or is this his chance to restart his life and be a different kind of person? It's especially hard for Chase because the kids he gravitates towards now, the artsy crowd and the video club, they're the ones he bullied the most in his old life. He has to choose to be the new Chase. It really is a difficult thing to restart your life. Obviously, Chase's situation is pretty unique. Not that many of us are former bullies who fall off the roof and get amnesia. How awesome would it be to get a total do-over at your life? You want to find out, you've got to read Restart. Look for Restart at your Scholastic Book Fair.
You've probably heard of me.
Come on, y'all!
By Curious. At last count, I have 56,701 followers. I'm totally internet famous, which is the same as famous these days. Look at all these cool places I've been to. Except, it's not my real life at all. My name is Vicky Decker, and I can barely make eye contact with another human being, let alone go on all these adventures. I invented Vicarious just so I wouldn't feel so alone anymore. And the thing is, it's not just me. There are tons of lonely people out there. Maybe I can help them. How to Disappear at your Scholastic Book Fair.
I'm one of the lucky few who actually escaped a Nazi labor camp. After that, I joined the Ukrainian insurgent army so that I could do my part. We've been hiding in the forest, using sneak attacks to fight both the Nazis and Russians at the same time. My only regret is leaving my friend Lita behind. I hope that someday I can find her. I hope we can be together again. But in the meantime, I fight.
The War Below at your Scholastic Book Fair.
A special note. A lake with a dark secret. Amelia is mourning the loss of her older sister. But as the school year begins, Amelia accidentally receives a letter from the past. A list of goals her sister wanted to achieve. Now, driven by guilt and sadness, Amelia decides to make those goals her own. A few seem hard, others seem impossible. From you to me, how do you move forward when all you want is to go back? Look for it at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Some gamers come to play. Some come to play harder, or longer, or smash records. We collected the highest scores, most perfect runs, and craziest records of all time. Like playing Just Dance for 138 hours and dominating in Castlevania, blindfolded. Get the latest stats and learn tips and tricks from the record breakers who take competition to a whole new level. Get your game on. Pick up a copy of all-time gaming records at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Look for these new books and more at your Scholastic Book Fair. Check it out.